Hey everybody, what's going on, baby blossoms and titans? I have a great video planned for y'all tonight. I have been thinking about it, and we're going to talk about the balance of your yin and your yang. Listen guys, I am a Libra. I am a Libra. So balance is very important to me. Balance is something that keeps me sane. Balance is something that I just don't want to tip my scales. Either way it goes, if my scales tip, there's problems. So I try my best to keep my yin and my yang balanced as much as possible. I am so into Feng Shui living. I am so into cleanliness. I am so into decluttering your life, your head, your space, and just living on a time schedule. I am so in tune with this type of work. Yes, I sure am. And today we're talking about the balance of yin and yang. Okay? So let's jump into it. Now, the concept of yin and yang is the internal opposites, right? Now, it's common to all schools of Feng Shui, all knowledges of Feng Shui, and the practice set of them as well. Feng Shui is something very detailed, very honed in on with the placement of items, colors, and we're going to jump into the 5 elements as well in the yin and the yang. Chances are, if you ever heard the saying, it's a yin-yang thing, a yin-yang thing, then you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what a yin and a yang is and how they work in the world of Feng Shui. In their simplest sense, they represent 2 opposing yet complementary halves of a whole, the duality of the universe, okay? So let's talk about yin, which is the female energy, which is soft. The yin is nurturing. The yin is a flowing, a passive. It's just everything motherly. It's the female energy. Its direction is north, and the numbers associated with are even numbers. Okay? Even numbers. I am a Libra. My birthday is 10/02. Look at those even numbers, okay? Its universal correspondent for yin is the earth. Now let's get into yang. You know, vice versa, if yin is female, then the yang is the male. Or what we would say is the aggressive side of things. The energy is more bright, where in the yin, it's more soft. Okay? Solid is the yang. Creative is the yang. More boldness is the yang. Yang represents odd numbers and the southern direction and the energy of heaven. All right? Where the correspondent for yin is earth. Together, the 2 symbols form a whole circle, okay? If you pull it like this, you get half yin, half yang. That's a balance. When you put it together, you mix the 2 and it creates a balance of energies. And what we say is the complete universe in that circle. Now, there is some yin in yang and some yang in yin to complete the whole picture, like I said. So you're going to add bits and pieces of each in order to balance the energy. Now, the symbol of yin and yang shows us that we should seek the natural balance in all things, and that all things, both natural and man-made, naturally gravitate towards this balance. The same is true in human beings as well, all of whom contain a little bit of the opposite sex's energy in them, neither more than others, less than others, and vice versa. How many times have you heard someone say, wow, that man is really in touch with his feminine side? I have said that several times, knowing that the man was my husband, for example. Let's take my husband. He is in touch with his feminine side. My honey is 6 feet tall, big, stocky, bald head, big old man. But you can hear him sometimes. He might put on some pink if I'm wearing pink just to match me, because he is in touch. Pink is not just for women. He's in touch with his feminine side. I have been told that I have a masculine strength about me, but in the inside, but I dress like a feminine energy. But I have a more aggressive, I'm more of a, not aggressive, but I'm more of a take charge type of Libra. I'm not the one that sits back and, I light up a room. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, what people are really responding to when they say these things about you is that it's a complementary nature of energies, and that's what sets you apart from others. You're going to help them achieve admirable feats. You're well balanced. I am well balanced. I must say so myself. I don't know about anybody else, but I am a well balanced being. And if anything tips my Libra scales, it's a problem. So I stay balanced. Okay. Yin is earth energy. Again, it's feminine as well as a passive energy. And yang is heaven energy, masculine. It's a dynamic energy. Now, both energies are needed in order to balance or to form, to create a wholeness. Neither one is better than the other one. Okay? Don't y'all hate when y'all get hanged? Ooh, y'all got to do my nails, taking these nails off, damage my cuticles. I know, off topic, but let's go. Sorry about that. Now, with yin and yang, the object is to keep the balance well balanced as possible. You can't have, if you have a room with more yin to the yang, it's going to create a off-center energy. You have to balance all of these types of energies and elements that I'm going to give you. Now, the mission of Feng Shui is to seek out that balance in each room of your home so you can help yourself feel grounded and centered in your living environment, right? Now, let's talk about the 5 elements of Feng Shui. We're going to talk about the 5 different elements. Now, before we give you all 5 elements, the key understanding in Feng Shui is learning the 5 elements, okay? All 5 of them. And discovering how they relate to one another in ways that mimic nature. As in nature, they are both creative and destructive cycles. Now, let's talk about the magical formula before we get into the 5 elements. Creative cycle is where fire creates earth, earth creates metal, metal creates water, water creates wood, and wood creates fire, right? So that's the creative cycle. The destructive cycle is fire melts metal, metal cuts wood, wood moves earth, earth muddies water, and water puts out fire. Pay attention, that's the destructive cycle. Okay? Now, good Feng Shui takes some time to get used to and to take effect. Give your effort some breathing time before you start expecting miracles of different changes. The best Feng Shui people or practitioners will tell you, and it sounds like a conjurer, a spiritual worker as well. We will tell you that some results will feel instant, while others will take time and perhaps even some refining or some moving around or, replacing. Okay? It takes time. It's just like magic. Now, the 5 elements are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. If you were listening when I was telling you about the creative cycles and the destructive cycles, you heard all the 5 elements in one. All right? So let's dive into this great thing called yin and yang. Now, the Chinese, this is their culture, believe that the universe is heavily influenced by positive as well as negative, which is the yin and the yang, interactions of the 5 elements. Like a room that uses good feng shui placements has a balanced use of each element and is not too heavy on any one element more than the other element. Too much of one element, especially a powerful one like fire, can make a room feel oppressive and can actually block the chi of the home's living inhabitants. Okay, it can block the chi. It can make you feel unbalanced, imbalanced. It can make you feel a negative energy. It's just going to make you feel low vibrations. That is what that means. Now let's talk about the elemental qualities. First, let's go into fire. Okay, y'all, my throat be getting dry this talking. I got to do some throat work. Not that kind of. I'm talking about chakra throat, honey. Y'all so nasty. All right. Fire. Fire represents emotions and corresponds with the color red, right? Now, fire energy is pure yang. It's pure yang. If you think about red, you think about strong. It's assertive. It's very dominant in your face, right? Real fire elements such as candles or oil lamps can be used to represent the fire element in a room. Use a candle. Use symbolic items in red, such as like a red star, red fabric, or even red flowers. But remember, red, too much red can cause an stagnant energy. It's too much. It's too assertive. So be very cautious on the red. I ain't gonna talk about it. Let's talk about I went to someone's house. Let's talk about it right quick, okay? About the fire element red. I don't have a lot of items in my home. Now my spiritual room, that's different because this is where I hold all my things, but it's clean all the time. So in my living room, I use browns and peach, like a light color, and I have to show you guys, and a candle for my fire, that type of nature. So let's talk about, I went to a girlfriend's house, and she watched the video. I'm talking about you because I told her face. So I go in her, y'all know, like, red is a very powerful color. When I tell you she had red area rug, she had a red throw pillows. I'm talking about that bright red. She had red candles. She had red curtains up, like the sheer curtains. I'm like, oh my God, it's too much red. But me being me, I had to tell her, I said, girl, I'm your friend, but you need to tone this room down a little bit. Cause you is tipping my scales in here. It's too much. It was too much fire. It was too dominant. It was too strong and too assertive. I was like, girl, you can calm it down. Instead of them red curtains, put up some brown curtains or some. I don't want to look like Valentine's Day, no white, but taupe is a very good color. She did it, y'all. It toned it down. It really did. But now let's talk about earth. Earth relates very much to the physical plane of existence. Now, earth types, which it means you're grounded, organized. My couches are brown, y'all, dark brown, in my living room. It means you're grounded, organized, and very practical in all matters. It is that if you want to be level-headed, hold a harmony for very dear to their heart types of people, use the earth element, which is a color of brown, anything grounded like. Earth elements that can be used in decor include soil in a potted plant, yellow and brown items, like I just stated, or rectangular objects like a flower bed that can fit on a window sill. All right. Plants are also good in earth elements. Plants. I love plants, y'all. I have several plants. Several plants. I love plants. And I name them all. How about that? Let's talk about next, metal. Now, I'm not a true fan of metal. Metal energy pertains mental activity and thought processes. Maybe I need to get metal because I am an overthinker. Interesting. Use metal objects like metal picture frames, lamp posts, sculptures, or clocks in a room to represent this pensive energy in metal. You can use round items that are silver, gold, or white in color to represent metal. Just remember that the closer the object is to its natural element, the stronger the energy of the object in your home. The more symbolic you get, the less powerful the object will be in positively affecting your home situation. All right? Basically, this is saying not too much. If you make that one of the things that you got all of this metal, it's the less power the object will positively affect or bring into your home situation. Next element is water. Now, water relates to spirituality, reflection, meditation. There is always an air of mystery with a water element. To incorporate water into your home, you can use clear glass vases or pitchers with fresh water, glass, or clear marble stones in a dish or a bowl, on a table, or anything black, since black is symbolic for the color of water in Chinese ritual. You can also add the water element to a room with of course, a water fountain or an aquarium, which is great because I love fish. Now, for water for me in my home, I do have a couple of vases because I love flower arrangements, fresh flowers. So I do go to that when it's time to, add something into the room, okay? Next, we're going to talk about wood element. And this relates to intuition and the feeling of knowingness inside us all. Wood people are strong yet flexible, trusting their inner voice to lead them to the next project or situation very safely. It's best to use real live plants in your home decor to represent wood. Bamboo sticks are especially considered in Feng Shui to be auspicious or full of good luck. Anything green will symbolically create the wood element in your home. Plants is how I would go about that because I'm not a green color fan at all. I don't think I really have anything in my home green except for plants. All right. Now, each element will be represented on the BAGUA Bagua energy map. If you ever have that, you can look that up on Google, BAGUA, and it will show you. It is a great energy map to use in your Feng Shui balancing type of energy, okay? What else I have for you? The most important thing to remember about the elements is to keep them balanced. Don't worry if you don't understand it all yet, because I'm going to be back with another couple of videos. I have some teachings to do on a little Feng Shui, a little yin and yang. When we go room by room, later on throughout these video series that I'm going to do, there will be plenty of good examples that I'm going to give you in order to set you up for success. Now, begin your Feng Shui process with a clear idea of your intention. Everything about your process should be geared toward the positive, from your initial attitude to the finishing touches. Never begin on a negative note in your head when you're planning to ward off evil neighbors. Never do it when you are out of sorts, okay? You always want to do it when you have that positive flow, okay? Positive flow, you're happy. everything's yellow, everything's orange, sunny, bright, you're in a positive flow. That is when you want to start setting up. If you're in a negative flow, which we have sometimes, imbalance, you want to not do any type of working such as feng shui or setting up the goals of the basics of setting up your home. Okay. I hope this helped you with the 5 elements of yin and yang in your home. I want you guys to stay decluttered, stay doing your work, stay setting your life up for success in all areas of your life. Please like, subscribe, and support my little channel, y'all. It's going to be big real soon. I already set it out there. Set the motion. Like, subscribe, support my channel. Please make sure you hit that notification bell just in case you I don't want you to miss a video. Y'all, I am tired as I start stuttering when I'm tired, so it is what it is. Do that for me. It will be greatly appreciated. If you need anything on your walk with the occult, please go to my store, visionsbyvasori.com. I put the link in the bio. And as always, many blessings, babies. Bye, y'all.